want to take a moment to acknowledge the passing in the UK of a great South African actor, Sir Anthony Sher. Went across to the UK at the age of 19. He was born in Cape Town and is regarded, certainly in that country, as one of the finest stage actors, not just of his generation, but of all ages. Well, someone who knew him well is John Kani, himself renowned in the UK here and much further afield than that. And he joins us on 702 Drive. John, welcome and thanks very much for your time. Because Anthony Sher's great work was done in places other than South Africa, it's possible that people don't really have a sense of just how revered he was and how good he was. Perhaps you could put us in the picture and spell that out for us. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, John. I'm really so gutted, and I was left breathless very early this morning when I heard the news called by Janice Honeyman, who was in tears. Because Janice and Tony were even at primary school together,
wow,
high school, university. So we were just breaking up this morning. Tony left South Africa when he was 19 and he wanted to further his career. He wanted to pursue acting as in the most professional way. He got, after some time, hustling and trying, registered at the Royal Shakespeare Company, where his career as a Shakespearean classical actor, he was incredibly successful in movies and television and in plays, always just being Tony Sher, a great ex-South African and expatriate. We met in 1973. He came backstage to see Winston John and myself, and he stood there and he said, "I've never cared about South Africa. I've always thought it's part of my history that I'm trying to forget. Now that I see this play, I'm recommitting myself. This play, you, Winston, and Arthur had given me the courage that something can be done in whatever field we are." And that began a long journey of a relationship between me and Tony. Whenever I'm in England, whenever in South Africa, we would communicate and talk about the plans for the future. We read poems at the Barbican. We did things to conscientize the English audiences in the arts fraternity about the challenges of South Africa.
Yes.
He had a great voice in that. I remember one time there's an event that always the South African High Commissioner would attend, and Tony stepped out. He said, "I cannot pretend nothing's happening in South Africa. If this man attends, I'm not going." 2009, we did The Tempest together,
right,
which is a great directed by Janice Honeyman. It was at the end of that run, I said to him, "I've got an idea to write something for the two of us. I'll come back to you." 10 years later, I did nothing about it.
Yeah.
I went to do other things, and that was then the seed idea of Kunene and the King.
John Kani paying tribute there to the late Anthony Sher. I saw him in the West End in something called Torch Song Trilogy, and he was completely extraordinary. Great South African actor, sadly passed away at the age of 72 in the UK last night.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.